Well, going out. So just show up and I'll handle the rest. Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Ah! Whew. You can only do so much on your own, but with a group, anything's possible. Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Ah! Whew.
What should I put in my letter?
Ever tried chasing waves before? You wanna try? Well, come on, no time like the present. I'll help you find the closest beach.
What should I put in my letter?
Woo! You can only do so much on your own, but with a group, anything's possible.
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the permafrost. But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate. And the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Ah, where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at Liyue Pavilion.
Oh, Paimon knows this one. There are two styles of cooking in Liyue, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries. The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Liyue Pavilion. The owner especially chose to open the restaurant at Feiyuan Slope so they could compete face to face with the Shinue kiosk. Don't talk to Paimon like that. Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get exciting!
Aha, you made it. As promised, I have found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liyue Qixing would hide the Geo-Archon's vessel.
So, where is he? In Liyue Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liyue custom.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
Hi. Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhong Li, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted associate of the Fatui. Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving dealing with people?
Indeed. It is as you have guessed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhong Li because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang. But first, let's hear what Mr. Zhong Li has to say, shall we?
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. This is the inexorable trend. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. Archons go by many names. The god of contracts, the god of commerce, the warrior god, Morax, Rex Lapis. Is the idea that he also has the title of Adeptus so strange? As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Liyue's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition. It is sacrilege.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon. Could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo Archon's last rites?
Oh? In our line of work, this means that you want to silence me. How interesting. Draw your sword, we shall... Just kidding. Let's continue, shall we? The Qianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the 7.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again. If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
All right, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks, and get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue? I see. So you're that sort of person. It's not a bad thing. But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3,700 years of divinity. Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in all likelihood why Child wants to make use of the Wangsheng funeral parlor's connections.
Huh. What would Child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure. These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow!
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prized Noctilucous jade worthy of a deity.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No, we're here for... what?
Noctilucous jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade, Noctilucous Jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, aren't we wasting 3 times the Mora if we buy them all?
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora.
What?
All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
What? Is this how the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money, but not...
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, only after the item made using Noctilucous jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated.
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade. A fool sees the pointer, and
What does that mean?
if you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger. The patterns, the facade, these are all the finger. Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior pyro affinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality. I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade.
Priceless, huh? We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? That would... well... fine. As you wish, then. How about this? I can take a small sample of all 3. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friend...
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
All right. Take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker.
Oh, you flatter me, but I have to be gentle with these rocks. They are my pride and joy. If I'd taken off even a bit more, it would have killed me.
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Nonetheless, under the right conditions, these thin slices will serve.
What sort of condition?
While we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. Oh, Paimon remembers! We once saw this big pot down at the Data Upa Gorge in the camp of the Hilly Churls from the Meaty tribe. It's real. Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move.
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
That's the pot! It looks like the hilly trolls are still using it. It's a bit late, but we gotta cut the line! There's still soup in here! These hilly trolls sure have big appetites. This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and begin our experiment. We're ready to go. Paimon, use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is. So,
Let's get it on!
You're dead meat!
whoa, that light came from the first note to Lucas Jade. Hilly trolls are surrounding us again. Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy neighbors. Let's take care of them and continue with their nap.
Over here!
Look alive! Hi! Let's get it on!
That light came from the second note to Lucas Jade, didn't it? More hilly trolls. They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food.
Buckle up!
Wow, that's bright! Too bright! That was the third note to Lucas Jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to buy some jade, shall we?
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like?
Exactly! That's the one Paimon remembers too!
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious. Whatever do you need this much top-quality Noctilucous jade for?
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make implements for the rite of parting.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them. This means that Rex Lapis really is... Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have always been under his protection. It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights. Alas, alas, all things must pass. Well, if this is to be used to say farewell to Rex Lapis, then I shall sell this to you at half the price.
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such a thing.
I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
In the safe hands of the Liyue Chising and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for one believe that Liyue will continue to prosper as it always has done.
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this? I'll practically be giving away all my fortune at this rate.
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to do that too. As I thought, I didn't...
Any what?
Mora, my apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. That's a relief. Have a look, boss. Is it enough?
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though, to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite...
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Yujing Terrace. That's where we plan to hold the rite.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single mora.
It seems that we must. I will keep that in mind. Thanks.
How brilliant!
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing?
Yes. I have already rented this location, and have begun making preparations for the rite. That's right. The Liyue chief.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky Millilith soldiers have come chasing after us. Also, the...
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli.
One must think that they already have someone in mind. Or perhaps they already know. These things are for the authorities in Yujing Terrace to consider. Trying to help would probably only add to their troubles. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia will be kept temporarily in the
Golden House?
the only mint in Liyue, which is...
Oh, no, but why do you know this, Mr.
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the Qixing, it is a semi-official event. As such, there is already some limited information available. Perhaps each has their motives, but this is the capital of commerce. A little exploitation once in Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns. Only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers outside their remit. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. The quality of the silk flowers we require. Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality.
It's time for Zhongli's lecture.
We shall not speak of the details right now.
Carving waves! Strike a pose!
Hey, boss, do you sell...
Silk flowers? We certainly do.
Which kind? The,
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always...
Golden House Maiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of each to start with, if you don't mind.
My goodness, you two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute. I'm sorry? Ah, yes. We've met before, haven't we? Sorry, traveler. I shouldn't have spoken to you in that tone. Now then, please peruse at your leisure.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environment. Just look at the abundant foliage here. And by contrast, lastly,
Wow!
I possess but a smattering of trivial knowledge. My traveler friend is the one to watch.
Oh, Mr. Zhongli, you're way too humble. So...
I'll take them all, boss.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is but this. Perhaps you like several but this is the... Now that's...
You forgot to bring money?
If I may...
Yes.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say it would be... since...
Are you serious?
Why, if he had...
Huh.
Thank you, but...
Our skin.
Please.
So, now that we've got the fun...
Ideally with...
Talk about...
Hence,
So this time...
I will wait for...
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the Adventurers Guild. Let's ask Lan. She's master of the Liyue branch, right?
You can't beat the atmosphere here in Liyue.
for a
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny...
Wow. Just wow. Do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume to you? I think you're underestimating the kind of person I am.
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lon. What's your secret if not perfume?
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. What is that scent? Oh, it must be from the Qingxin flowers I picked on the way back. I forgot I still had them with me.
Aha! The truth is out. Lon's got a soft spot for wildflowers.
No, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about perfume, try talking to Qiming.
The fortune teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty good. Thanks, Lon. See you around.
Let's ride!
Hello.
We've come to ask you a question.
Perfume? I rarely think to use it, let alone about how to make it myself. That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps that's the cause of this confusion. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a whiff and come hunting for the source.
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Ying-Ar's homemade perfume?
Yang-Er? Oh,
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them. Apparently, her homemade product is better than anything you'll find on the market.
great! This is...
Need a surfboard?
Adventurer, think you can last around again?
Well, hello. You found...
What? How did you know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad people?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet in the future if you don't want word to get around. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind would you like? 3 in one go. My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling ammunition? Is that it? Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't explain why you'd need 3 kinds.
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes, "Oh,
That went over Paimon's head.
In short, I'm happy to help. So, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume? You mean Wanmin Restaurant? Good choice. Let's go.
Need a surfboard?
I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work now. Are you ready to please me?
What did you say?
I meant make me proud, as my assistant. While I'm setting up, you can go and fetch some water.
Try something new at the Ramen restaurant. Iron stomachs.
This water will do. Now, I need you to extract the silk flower as perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. You need to keep your wrist firm. Now, use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out. Ooh, you're a natural, like a fish to water. Now take these and try it out on your own using a nearby crafting bench. Don't forget to do all three. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process, but I will put them into separate containers when the perfume is ready. Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower essence. The essence is placed into water, and you must take care to control the heat during this. So please, focus on control. Don't waste a drop of that. All three perfumes are ready, and you, my friend, were a wonderful assistant. A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays. Wow, you actually remembered my throwaway comment. You know, you're cuter than people give you credit for. If I didn't have my guard up, I can see how easily one could be taken in. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent?
Paimon wants to hear this.
This first one is sweet. The second one... Finally, all clear? Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin the mood. Good. Be sure to come visit if you ever need help with anything, okay? I'll leave you with some parting words. One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously. Come.
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of the 7.
Woohoo! The slippery ground here is perfect for sliding around on a surfboard.
We've brought the perfumes, mister. Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
Oh, you're back. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief moment.
Well, how can a person compete with
That is true.
3 sets?
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of This is the second kind. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist. And it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually an older lady?
Perhaps. Perhaps. Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon form, and... Let's hope the chasing can catch the real killer.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our preparations. What's next?
Next, I would like the two of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian of the cleansing bell. She lives...
Sure, but aren't you going to come with us?
Ah, I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person. Please.
Man, why has he got...
This weather makes me want to lay down and catch some rays. Perfect sunbathing conditions. Faster! Off we go.
All things must change. It's nothing. It's nothing. I just thought it a great shame that so many of these glazed lilies have wilted.
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies, if they heard beautiful sounds but if they heard too much wild gossip or slander...
So that means these flowers feel what's happening?
Yes. The rumors of Rex Lapis's death are... Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others... This harbor is like a... Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Did you... Ah, that old trinket. I remember it being here with me, but I've grown old. An old friend of mine used to wear it on his person. Back, he saw me gazing at it often and gave, but he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell, I should not be loath to part with it. It has been many years, and who knows how many times someone has come to borrow this bell. Still, though, I can't recall when it started. It's been a long time since anyone has come to borrow it. Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait that long.
That's right, Granny. We'll follow you back home and search for it ourselves. And, we can help with chores if you have any too.
All right, children. There is no need to worry. I didn't place the bell very far away.
Do you live near here, Granny? Whoa, but this is Eugene Terrace. It's gotta be expensive.
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot? My entire household is in here.
How does that work? What? There's no way Paimon would fit in there. And why do you need Paimon to go in anyway? Can't you just lift the lid and look inside?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot, and you are quite welcome to borrow it. If you can find it. Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! our teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you children. Please help an old lady clean up.
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus? I'm more and more convinced that she's an adeptus. But don't they all live in Gillian Karst? Why would she stay in the city?
Carving waves! Oh, brilliant! Let the world come alive! Let the magic begin! Look alive! Hi! Cha! Ha! Ha! Cha! Ha! Over here! Yeah! Gloves off! Merc! Down! Yoo-hoo! Time to shine! Catch an epic wave! Whoosh! Ah! May I present?
How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me see. All right, that'll do. Come on out now, children. Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick. An adeptus. Oh, I haven't heard anyone say those words in earnest for a long time. As to whether I am one or not, child, surely you already understand.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean, but is also kinda confused. Are you really giving us the bell just like that, Granny? Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis and then we come running up asking for it?
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great, but no map to cry. Now that so, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell? Oh? Well, if it came to that, they would find a certain old lady knocking at their door. We haven't met well. Oh, and that...
We will.
Need a surfboard?
Indeed. This is the cleansing bell. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. Of course. How would I know that the bell was with her otherwise?
That's suspicious. Oh, if you...
When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a...
So what's the... Ooh, but...
I will explain it to you.
Oh!
Ah, sir.
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy.
Well, this is Mr. Zhongli. We've talked about a whole bunch of things while traveling with him. He seems to know Liyue's favorite topics, money and government.
Well, that's because...
Finally,
Indeed.
I took the... As for...
Ah, Paimon's heard that name before. Huh?
The design of these marking justice flows across... Well then, Granny Shen. I shall take these back with me.
Well, allow me.
Hey, it's Child!
I see Mr. Zhongli. He knows a great deal about, or perhaps...
How is he...
The rite of parting requires...
Oh, by the way, take this bag of money. Seems I missed out on some interesting... I suppose I'll just have to find a more opportune...
Off we go. Need a surfboard?
Help? Sure. I, Tick, always put in 100%. So what's the job?
Let me see. We are still missing some...
No problem. That'll be 20,000 mora for a single trip. How does that sound?
Done.
Let me think. Deal. This price is reasonable. I'll hop right to it.
Need a surfboard? Off we go.
Tell you how it is.
Hiring help? Sure. But let me just say first that I'm a reserve member of the Adventurers Guild. I take adventuring commissions, but I don't do anything clerical.
Adventure? Venturing into...
That's not hard. Almost a bit too easy for a reserve adventurer. Never mind. I'll only charge you 15,000 mora.
A most fair price.
Five geocrystal flies. Yes, I do think it's worth about this much. I'll do it.
Need a surfboard?
A full day of odd jobs at Eugene Terrace. No problem.
Whoa, that's expensive. Could you give us a bit of a discount on account of the whole Hero of Mondstadt thing?
Hero of Mondstadt?
Well, you may never have heard of this hero, but it seems you've heard of Mora nonetheless. Thus...
This is all you've got? Then no can do. Child? No. He's putting up the money? Still no. Wouldn't that mean I have to make 2 trips rather than 1? How about this? Let's make a trade. I'll take... Find me a high-quality lotus head. I'll consider that my detour fee...
Guess we've got no...
Have you brought the goods? Oh, that looks good. Well, I'll head to Eugene Terrace.
All finished then? Splendid. Any leftover cash is yours to keep.
You think you can buy us off with some loose change?
Well...
What info do you need? Huh. Does that mean you know what he's after? Yikes! You're right! Signora!
You both need to calm down. I don't know what's gotten into you. Just what is this about? The atmosphere got so tense.
Next, we need some everlasting incense. For this, we need to use...
Everything. Now if you'll excuse...
Paimon definitely felt like Child wasn't happy with us just now.
Off we go. Carving waves. Faster.
Huh. The reception is deserted. And it seems... Hello?
Welcome to Boo Boo.
Huh? Did you...
The reception, it's...
How about...
Welcome to Boo Boo. Once upon a time.
Something...
Excuse me, sir. Chi-Chi can get your medicine.
Zombies are limited to act, my dear Chi-Chi.
Okay, then.
How did you manage that?
But...
Since when do customers need to do...
Never mind. Just think of it as a...
Go to Mount Tianheng, find the Guizhong Ballista, and hunt a cocoa goat. Please and thank you.
It's a kind of crossbow located in Tianheng.
Mr. Zhang...
Apparently not quite.
The cocoa goat is a...
Did you wanna act...
No. What it looks like.
Very well then.
Need a surfboard? Off we go. Need a surfboard? Woohoo! The slippery ground here is perfect for sliding around on a surfboard. Off we go. Carving waves!
It's huge! Paimon can totally believe it took an Adeptus to build this. But how do you operate this thing? Just think how much strength you would need.
It is currently inoperable in any case. This device is broken.
Aw, what? It broke?
After millennia of wear and tear, even Adepti contraptions are difficult to maintain.
So what are we gonna do? Quick, Mr. Zhongli, use your unlimited high society knowledge powers!
You almost make it sound like I'm some sort of bourgeois parasite whose only utility lies in providing quaint pieces of trivia on demand. That said, let me think for a moment. Ah, yes. Spare parts were made for the Guizhong Ballista when it was first built, in case it was damaged in battle. As I recall, there is a military supply post from that period somewhere inside the pass. If we can retrieve the spare parts from where they are stored, we may be able to repair the Guizhong Ballista.
So, what you're saying is...
I have a smattering of knowledge with the parts in hand.
Where is that supply post? Here, post...
scent of treasure.
Ah, these parts look useful. One moment. I will try to repair the device. It is done.
Ooh!
It's easy enough. We simply need to do this. Look, it even has a scope.
Over here we have nothing. And over there, more nothing.
Hey! Just what do you... So you fixed...
Not a turret.
Huh! Are you This area's supposed to be... Last time we approached, a few of us risked... The next thing you'll...
Tut tut. It is not we who...
Strike a pose! Over here!
Yeah, cross!
Look alive! Ha! Faster! Zip on up! Ha! Cue the spotlight! Let's shred, Sharky! Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song!
The wrong test subject.
Let's ride! Amazing! Yeah! Oh, watch the surfboard! Look alive! Ha! Time to shine! Carving wave!
Dodge this!
Catching at this wave! Whoosh! Yeah! Ho! Buckle up! Hi! Yeah! Ah! Over here! Yeah! Yeah!
These lowlifes didn't know who they were messing with.
Troubling ourselves over this rabble is not worth the time.
Oh yeah, that!
A search using the What's more,
Which means... A Paimon wouldn't go... Good idea. We did...
Let's ride! And I don't want to.
forgive us. We were unable...
What a disappointment.
Aw, poor Chi-Chi. Why does Paimon...
Cocoa goat milk is tasty. I'm sorry. I have... here.
Huh?
I owe you both.
Never mind, Zhongli. You didn't...
Excuse me, everyone.
Oh. Sorry, but Paimon's gonna leave the job of shattering this poor kiddo's world to you.
No.
Seems Chi-Chi took this pretty hard.
Might I ask who?
Ah, how rude.
I'm on that cheek. What a sorry state of... Ah! The medicine... The snake is speaking!
Don't mind.
Do you sell
everlasting insect?
Whew, at last.
3 million more. Top quality. Guaranteed.
Aw, too bad that...
3...
It's a crazy number. We'd never be...
This is correct.
What are we gonna do?
Coco Goat!
Hey, let's...
I'm almost in tears over here. Thank you. That was the... Excuse me, sir. Doctor, if Boo Boo Pharmacy...
Strange.
Coconut milk.
Ah, yes, of course.
That's like...
Well, now that this is settled, we must head back to Yujing Terrace. Mr. Child, Dr. Baiju, Little Miss Chi-Chi, see you soon.
That lot is an absolute riot. Honestly, I can't remember. So, you've been...
Yes, Master Child. They spoke of the Qixing taking the Golden House.
Well, well, well. Ningguang and her Qixing cronies. What else would they be hiding in the Golden House, if not the Exuvia? I apologize, but I...
Need a surfboard? Off we go. Faster.
Well, as it stands...
Whew, fine.
Well, traveler, have you gained... Odd? The questions that such... To treat you... tonight I shall take you...
Hole in the wall. And...
Indeed. Ah, you're here. There's no need to order. I've already done so. Third round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for you, if that can...
If it is to your liking, dear customers.
Hey, there's even a storyteller here.
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is the reason why this place is so well loved. But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one the Tevat travel guide uses to judge other establishments.
As you all know, high above the land of Liyue lies a pavilion in the clouds, a palace in the mist. What does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? This, my friends, Lady Ningguang's masterwork that bridges earth and sky. Imagine. The weather is clear, and you gaze down from the deck on the world below. Behold, the glorious sights of Liyue Harbor, stretching out far and wide. They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her jade chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information? Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyue, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it. These are but scraps of paper, and yet they guide Lady Ningguang's hand. Such is their value. Merely grasping one or two of them will surely gift you a fragment of her wisdom, enough to stay a step or two ahead of your peers.
Tianquan Ningguang. Feels like we're hearing Liyue locals talk about her. The Fatui hate her. She's most likely the one, huh? Paimon wonders what sort of person she is.
At last I have found you. You who returned from Jueyun Karst.
Who's there?
Wait, I am not with the Millelith, nor am I here to claim your bounty. However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Qixing. My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yuehai Pavilion, and I have come specifically to meet you. Well, in concrete terms, I am the corporate secretary for the Qixing. At the moment, I am serving as Lady Ningguang's special emissary.
Ningguang sent you? We were literally just talking about her.
My apologies, you who have returned from Jueyun Karst. I am duty-bound and cannot extend my courtesy to you in full. But I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She extends a formal invitation to you in her capacity as Tianquan. She invites you to her palace in the sky.
An official invitation?
Lady Ningguang said this. Invite her to come here. I wish to meet her. At the Jade Chamber, together we shall snip every one of these entwining dark threads.
And with that, the emissary who called herself what we've received an invitation from the Liyue will be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count.
An invitation to visit. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the right of